was the sound check.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so we know now not to clap.
It's not so much that, it doesn't help my headache.
Oh, well, sorry about that. Welcome to the Tuesday Show with CJ and Ted. This week we've got comedy, Birmingham, and chili sauce.
This is number 8 in French and or German.
French, un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, wheat.
That's what I said, Weetabix.
Weetabix, yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. Glad we sorted that one out.
Aye.
And the reason why we're trying to sort that out is because, of course, it is episode number 8.
Woo!
We are here yet again, off the back of pretty good episode number 7. I have to say, I enjoyed it. I think you did too.
And there was much rejoicing.
There was much rejoicing, but there was much music as well.
There was lots of music. Lots of great music as well. From artists that we've heard from before and not heard from at all. So thank you to everybody who contributed.
And here's some great news, CJ. We've got some cool music that we've not heard before.
Booyah.
Again for this show as well.
Awesome.
We've got 2 bands. You've got a band over there. What are they called?
The Phosphenes.
The Phosphenes. Where are they from?
From Oz, I believe. From Melbourne in Oz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Is there a wizard over there?
Is there a wizard over there? There must be.
You've written these on green post-it notes, so I'm assuming there is a wizard in the Emerald City.
There is.
And that's where the Phosphenes are.
Yeah.
Because you've written it on green post-it notes.
Yeah.
Do you see how I link those together?
I haven't. Yeah. Would you say that's yellow?
It's orange.
Oh, okay. I can't do a brick road thing, can I?
No, but there is a yellow one. I can see a yellow one for me.
Can you? Oh, right. Okay.
There you go. You've got some yellows mixed in with greens.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay.
In a bunch of stuff that I've just thrown at you is probably really important.
Yeah, that's
and I've just totally messed it up.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, so you've got the Phosphenes.
Yeah, you can find them on Twitter at Phosphenes_AU. That's PHOSPHENES.
Okay, whilst we try and work out how to actually pronounce that, let's listen to a track of theirs. What should we listen to first?
Should we go for America?
Yeah.
America.
Land
of the free.
Land of the free. Let's do that.
And home of gun crime.
Clinging to
Americans.
America.
American.
That was Vienna, wasn't it? From Ultravox.
Was it? Vienna.
Yeah.
Da-da-da. I love that. That's great.
Great
yeah,
song.
Yeah.
Anyway, back
to this. I really like that tune. And do you know, in parts, it sounded a little bit Bowie-esque as well.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah. But,
not bad for an Oz.
Yeah, not bad for an Oz.
I'd like to make a formal apology to all Americans that I offended with my gun crime comment. Please don't stop listening to us, whatever you do.
Oh, shoot me.
And don't shoot me. If you're from Texas, please don't shoot me.
Okay, moving on. So
what have you been up to?
What have I been up to? I've not. Well, I've been at work.
And
when I've not been at work, I have been trying to swim.
Okay.
And I say trying to swim advisedly because I realised that having not swam for a few months, I can't really swim.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I used to be quite good. I'd do a few lengths and, be fine. Now I'm finding it very difficult.
Really?
Yeah. It's amazing.
Just an out of practice.
Out of practice. I'm weak.
Right.
I'm weak. I'm flabby. I'm a dribbling mess.
A dribbling. Well, it's okay because you're in a pool. So
that's right.
Nobody will notice.
I was just thinking that. That's the bit I get away with. But the swimming, no. And no. And in fact, I was talking to somebody the other day because I was saying, and the other thing about swimming is it takes so long. So you're swimming for ages. And actually, it stops being entertaining after a very short space.
After about 10 minutes, yeah.
After about 10 minutes. But you can get headphones, can't you? You can get waterproof headphones.
I've seen waterproof Bluetooth headphones.
Yeah, Bluetooth.
Yeah, but they're really... Well, you can't take your phone in the pool with you,
but I think you can get waterproof MP3 players and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I've seen waterproof Bluetooth in-ear earphones.
Yeah.
So you can still have it hooked up to your phone.
Yeah. Listeners, if you know where to get...
I know where to get them. You can get them on Amazon, but they're really expensive.
Are they?
Because they're waterproof. They're
if you make
expensive.
waterproof headphones, waterproof MP3 players, send one to the Tuesday Show.
We will happily plug that item for you.
We will happily plug it and keep it.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I was doing that, and then also I was worried about the fact that I can't really do front crawl.
Okay.
Can you do front crawl?
I can, yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
I can't because as soon as I start doing front crawl, I start doing depths instead of lengths.
You start sinking.
I start drilling into the...
Dive.
Anyway, coming up for air, let's have some more music.
Absolutely.
Did you like that?
That's good,
wasn't it? Yeah.
Who have we got now? Come on, Ted.
Who we got? Okay, so I'm champion in Tesco.
The Tesco tea cake. We are under no circumstances or in any way affiliated with Tesco.
No. Anyway,
other supermarkets are available.
Right. Okay. So actually, what we got is the we've got Tokyo Tea Rooms, which is a band from Kent.
Okay.
So every little helps, and they are.
That's good. Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, right.
I'll give you that.
Tokyo Tea Rooms, great band. This track is called Sunset Exit. And that was Sunset Exit.
Sunset
Exit.
So
Tokyo Tea Room. If you want to find out more about them, they are on iTunes, so you can go and buy that and other tracks from them. And they are on Twitter at Tokyo Tea Room. Simple as that.
Lovely.
Great.
Thank you,
I really
Tokyo
like
Tea
the female vocals on that.
Yeah.
It's really good. And we've got another track, and I like that one even more. So we'll have that one later.
We'll have that one as the last track, shall we?
Indeed, we'll play out with that one.
Goodo.
Moving on.
So, yeah, Birmingham. I went to Birmingham the other day. What?
So, anyway.
I went to Birmingham the other day.
You did?
I can't remember what for. Oh, for work, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
And it was, I got away with repeated parking. So, you know when you park up somewhere and there's the sign that says like 2 hours maximum, no return within an hour.
Oh, yeah, no return, yeah.
So I parked my car up at like 9 o'clock in the morning and didn't move it until about 3:30.
Yeah.
And just kept repeatedly paying for parking.
Yeah.
Did get a ticket, so...
Okay.
Well, I guess the whole no return in 1 hour thing only works if the traffic warden...
I really wish that the listeners could see that little smile on your face as you know you got one over on the man.
Hashtag troll face. I did. I stuck it to the man.
Yeah, absolutely. Or as they would say there, stuck it to the man. No, hang on.
What was that?
I don't know. How do they speak?
Kind of brummy.
Oh yeah, brummy.
Stick it to the... I don't know.
It's like that, isn't it?
You sound like Sad Sack from the Raggy Dolls. I'm not very good with accents.
Yeah.
Not even my own. I don't know where my accent's from.
I went to Birmingham once. I think I've been a couple of times, but never, properly. But I went there once, and I was in an office, and I don't know, somebody bought pizza for lunch.
Okay.
And the guy was saying, he was. The trouble was, you know how sometimes when you don't understand what people are saying, and you say, "Oh, sorry," once again, and so, sorry, I didn't quite catch that. And then you kind of run out of options.
Yeah.
You can't say it again.
You just nod. Go, yeah, okay, yeah.
You got to nod and then decide whether it's funny or not, and whether to laugh or whether to say, "Oh, I'm ever so sorry to hear that," or just leave the room. I had that experience because the guy was saying, "Oh, it's like I think we were talking about sauces for the pizza," and he's like, and he started talking about chilli. Chilli.
What's chilli?
And he was talking about this, and I genuinely had no idea what the guy was on about. He was talking about chili sauce.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he said,
"Want some chilli?"
Chilli. I mean, that is effectively a different word.
That's a totally different word.
There was a different word, different language.
Yeah, different spelling.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and then I'm left feeling bad because I can't understand the word he's saying.
I did have a similar situation with
I didn't go back again.
No. I did have a similar scenario with a chap in the office.
Yeah.
I can't remember what he was saying now. It was that unimportant. But it was that after the third time he'd said it, and like you say, you get in that situation where you're like, that's 3 times he said it, I can't ask him again. I literally just went, look, open your mouth, speak English, what are you talking about?
Just write it down, please.
Yeah, just write it down. For God's sake.
Chilli.
Sorry. Anyway, are we going to have a track before we
are going to
have a chat with...
We're going to have a track. What track are we going to have?
We're going to have another one from the Phosphenes.
Mm-hmm.
And I did check it on YouTube. It is pronounced Phosphenes. Thank you, YouTube. Another track called No Through Road from the album Finally A Friendly Shore.
Excellent.
Go.
Red lights come and go, holding back my fits of passion. Driving down a no-through road, looking for a place to stay. I've been feeling like I owe you the fruits of my conviction. You're the apple of my eye, from the skin down to the core. passion, driving down an old through road, looking for a place to stay. I've been feeling like I owe you the fruits of my conviction. You're the apple of my eye, from the skin down to the core. No, through road. No, through road. No,
And that was the Phosphenes with No Through Road.
Very, very slick there, CJ.
Thanks.
It's almost as though you've been having some practice.
I know. For all those in the know, they should know what I know and what you know, and that is to know that I do some work on the radio, and I'm still training at the moment. It's nothing spectacular. I'm no
Sweeping up, sorting out the bins.
That's it. I'm no Chris Evans. I'm no. I was going to say Terry Wogan, but he's dead.
You have got a ginger beard, though.
I've got a ginger beard,
Yeah.
just like... Has Chris Evans got a ginger beard at the minute, or does he shave? I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention.
Either way, I've got a ginger beard. But I do have a face for radio, thankfully. Which means it's...
You got a beard for radio.
Beard for radio. But I do some work on the radio. And like I say, still training at the moment to be a presenter, waiting for my own show to crop up. And they've just moved me on to from a 15-minute to half an hour segment every Monday to now a full hour. So I work on there was a show that I'm training with a guy who runs another show, and they've basically now given me half of his show as part of my training, which is awesome. So give it another couple of weeks, it'll be a full 2 hours.
And he'll be kicked into the long grass.
Yeah, he'll basically be sat in reception, twiddling his thumbs.
He'll be sat in a bus shelter, crying, wondering where it all went wrong.
This used to be my show. This used to be mine.
Listening on a little transistor radio. Why did they get rid of me? Why?
Yep.
The ginger bearded guy came in and
Some ginger ninja.
yeah, ginger ninja.
Yeah. But yeah, give it time. I'll have my own show, and I'll be plugging the hell out of that.
Yeah.
And of course, I'll plug the Tuesday
was
show
about to
on
say,
my radio
you really
show.
do need to send a plug out for the Tuesday show.
It's difficult while I'm training because it is somebody else's show at the end of the day, and I don't think it's particularly appropriate. So which is why I haven't said the frequency, 107.8 FM in Northampton, or the website inspirationfm.com. That's why I haven't said any of that yet, because I didn't want to plug it until I've got my own show.
Hey, you know, don't worry.
And listening on the TuneIn app, Mondays from 8 till 10.
I'm sure there'll be a reciprocal plug.
Of course there will. I'll make sure it happens. I'll drop something in this week.
Excellent. That's fine.
I'll make sure that happens.
Excellent. Great.
Great.
They're great.
Other brands are available.
Indeed.
So yeah. Anyway, if you are interested in that, let me know and I'll send you all the details.
Of what?
Of my radio show.
Oh, right, yeah.
Once it comes up.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
So, we went to London.
We did indeed.
As we've mentioned many a time before.
It was a few months ago now.
It was quite a while ago, but in case people weren't aware, we did go to London. Just in case you're not aware that this happened.
London, maybe. Yeah.
London, baby. Anyway, we went to a pub somewhere.
Pub restaurant type.
Yeah. Where was it? Where was that place? I can't remember. It doesn't matter.
It was in London.
It was in London,
Yeah.
somewhere, called the Troubadour. And we walked to Troubadour. Yes, I went there. Sorry about that. Bad joke. And we met up with a comedy duo called Barber and Benson.
That's Faye Barber and Paula Benson.
And they are, like I say, a comedy double act. And they're very funny. And I think they're a lot funnier than we are. I think so anyway. I'm not a funny person, let's be fair. However, you the listeners can decide. So
Not ha ha. No, not ha ha funny. But yeah, so we met Faye and Paula. Yeah, let's have a listen to that. And also we've got a clip to play us into that.
Hiya! Oh, hiya, you're to our show. Practical tips from Northerners. What no?
I'm Julie.
And I'm Sandra.
Now, this week you're in for a special treat, aren't they, Sandra?
Oh, that's right, they are. Tell them, Julie.
Well, if you let us speak, I will. As ever, we're going to explore how to survive in post-Brexit rip-off Britain.
That's right. Because, you know, during these tough times, life can become extremely difficult and draining. Especially when your neighbours live in a housing association across road and they're only paying £36 a week, and there you are struggling with your £832, 56 pence mortgage.
Oh, that's only like that where you live, though, isn't it, Sandra? It's not like that where I live.
What are you saying?
Well, I'm just saying, that's all. It's gone right downhill, isn't it?
Well, don't say.
Well, all right, keep your wig on.
This is not a wig.
Okay, so as everybody's as loud as the situation will allow.
Okay.
Okay. We are with Barber and Benson. Which one's which? And tell us about yourself.
I'm Barber, first on the list, obviously. I'm a trained actor, trained quite a number of years ago now, and my main experience has been theatre, a bit of TV, bit of film. Done all sorts of theatre acting, from Noel Coward to Shakespeare and things like that, but my passion lies with comedy, always has done. And I'd love to get a sketch show on television one day. That's the dream, that's the goal.
Yeah.
And Paula and I met probably about 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
We started off, Paula's been directing me in some Shakespeare for quite a few years, and we both got this ridiculous same sense of humour, so that was it. We decided to do a sketch show together.
I'm Paula, the Benson. I'm just along for the ride.
The Benson.
Yeah. Faye and I met through a mutual friend. Faye was in quite a lot of pieces that I directed, and I just I have to work with
She
this
thought I was
woman.
extremely talented.
Yeah. And no, I'm stuck with you, aren't I? No, I'm pretty much the same as Faye. I did stand up a little for a couple of years by myself, but it's very hard work. Working the circuit on your own, still very male dominated, even though there are more females coming in. So having a duo, and we're very character based. We're not like, oh, how did you get here tonight, love? And we're character based, so we come out, we do our character. We're not
comedy.
Pure genius.
So which is much easier because there's two of us anyway, so we can come in, we can do our thing. We do audience, a little bit of interaction, participation.
Yeah, which most people find pretty scary, don't it?
But so we're character based. What's nice of both of us having an acting background is that with our characters, we obviously were trained. So it's good, but we play all the characters. We play males, we play females. We're not, and a broad range of accents, and we just showing off.
We
really
play a lot of guys, actually.
Yeah, we do.
We like to show the great side of men.
Yeah.
Not stereotyping at all.
No, we don't stereotype at all. Like Wayno and Dazza, they're just not stereotypical. You could imagine names like that. We do pastiches of ourselves, which we call Rhymes with Swanky Actors. Yeah.
Well done, Paula.
Thank you. Well, we kind of tell how these things happen, so it's really hard not to slip into that. Oh yeah, well, like we're really bona fide football fans, which we are, and it is actually from our own experiences of like football and the typical kind of football guys, not hooligans, but your sort of working class
and they're
builder.
builders, basically, and they're best mates, and neither of them know which the other one supports the opposing team. So they're not the brightest pair, aren't they?
In the box, but we let them talk about politics and art. They love a bit of J.W. Turner.
Yeah, not that they know really who he is, but yeah. So that's the way known as a builder.
Yeah, and they're bonded by Elvis. That's
they have a passion for Elvis.
That's their passion, Elvis and football, and which is actually true for us, because we both found out that we were Elvis
That
fans.
sounds quite sad,
and we are actually those.
We actually are quite sad.
Yeah.
Aren't we?
Oh no! I've seen that on your bio. Is that on your Twitter bio?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The one thing we agree on is we both love Elvis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a true story.
Do you find that
That's
helps
true
when
story.
you're creating those characters
Hashtag
to
true
take things that are actually true in real life about yourself?
But I think
Yes.
unless we're doing a film pastiche or a pastiche of a program or certain characters, a lot of things. You, like any acting, you need to have that little kernel of truth in there.
Yeah.
And so we take a lot of things from our own experiences, and I think then if it's really in you, like if you're actually a bona fide football fan, or you really have that real love
Or a
for
swanky
Elvis, or a swanky actor, it comes across.
Yeah, we like to take the mickey out of the whole actor pretentious thing that goes on at drama school and in the theatre.
There's a lot of it about.
A lot of it. It's quite bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the other characters you do.
Well, Julie and Sandra.
Yeah, they're Northerners, posh twat. I mean, no, that's something else.
Yeah, that's something else.
Sorry.
So they have a show, and it's called Practical Tips from Northerners What No. And what they do is they give you hints and advice on how to get anything free.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything you can think of, or practical tips, isn't it? In any way.
Money-saving tips. Like one of our biggest money-saving tips is using your old tea bags rather than throwing your Tetley tea bags away. You split them on your brown carpet, rub them into the floor, and use it like dye. That's one of our amazing tips, which my grandmother actually used to do. So that's true story. Hashtag another true story.
This is a very swanky actor story. This is very true. We were going down the escalators at Warren Street, Tube, and we were talking, I don't know how it came about, I think we were talking about northern people not being so generous with their funds. You live from your
half
family
my
history.
from Yorkshire, so I'm kind of like, okay to take the mickey out of it.
And literally from the top of the escalator to the bottom, by the time we got down the tube, we had everything. We had the title of the show,
That does
their
sound really
names.
swanky, doesn't
It
it?
does sound. But literally, we had witnesses. People were there.
Yeah,
Rhiannon
people were
was
there,
there.
they were like,
Valencia were there.
that's a really bad idea.
Yeah. And it's just taken that they really are our stock characters, because we can just give them new tips, but they really do have a life of their own. They do, and they're very attractive. We'll send you a photo.
Yeah, you have to see them.
You'll like it. You'll like it.
Very natural looking hair.
Yeah, natural. I don't know. I think one thing that we do tend to do, that's why we have that tagline, the one thing we agree on is we both love Elvis, but without doing it purposefully, it just kind of happens, is that our characters are oppositional, so they're confrontational.
Yeah.
There's always some kind of slight little confrontation or slight little disagreement. We didn't purposely set out to do that, but I suppose it makes for a bit more of a dynamic. You know, they have opposing views.
Does that happen in real life as well? Do you have disagreements?
No.
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 Only about football.
Well, apart from the fact that she's a Spurs supporter, what do you want?
Yeah, no, that's it. We get on really well.
Yeah,
don't
we do.
Any other characters that really stand out that you want to?
Well, we have the posh rhymes with hats.
Right.
Rude word for.
You can say it's fine.
Posh twats.
Twat.
Yeah.
And they are bumbling sort of characters that have been brought up with a silver spoon in their mouth and ride around on horses on their big estate.
They're old Etonians, but they're obviously the wrong sort of Etonians.
They wear Wellington boots, ride around on really bad fake horses that have been put together.
Yeah.
Flat caps, tweed jackets, and they talk about politics. And
Your one loves Trump, right?
Yes, I love Trump,
yes.
and you're a bit of a lefty, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I'm a bit of a jazzer.
I love
jazzer man myself. Yes. You're Trumpty.
Yes, that's right. And we duel with genuine leather gloves, slapping each other around the faces and chucking insults at each other. It's very much a visual sketch.
I say, have you got your bag for life?
No! I always get a new one when I go in.
What? Well, that defeats the bloody object.
Well, they don't bloody last, do they?
What? You're supposed to care about the environment these days. Don't you know plastic takes 1,000 years to rot?
So what?
I'll give you so what, you environment blackguard.
Environment blackguard? How dare you? I went to Eton, don't you know?
Yes, as did I, but you're obviously the wrong sort of Etonian. You may as well have gone to the other place.
You take that back, or I'll tell Teresa the Appeaser about you.
You tell Maybot and I'll tell Jezza. Where will you be then with your cavalier disregard for the planet and your willy-nilly bag for life ways?
This is preposterous.
Not as preposterous as Brexit. I've had to sell my house in Tuscany.
How dare you?
I do dare, you Brexiteering Fanta-fascist giant comb-over lover.
What? Build the wall. Build the wall. Build the wall nice and tall. The fire and the fury, nuke 'em all. That's what I say.
Ha! Who's going to build the wall? There'll be no one left except that cockroach, Kelly Ann Conway.
Listen, it's going to be marvellous. We can start over. No foreigners. More room for me.
Right. You fake news fucker. I challenge you to a duel with a real, genuine leather glove.
How dare you?
Posh Twats is very visual.
Yes.
Where can we come and see Posh Twats?
Oh, okay. So we work the London circuit. We do a lot of open mics. Sometimes we get invited to nights. We do get a lot of invitations to corporate gigs. But at the moment, we're in our writing phase. So, no, but we will. It's a swanky actor, yes, term. But what we'll do is at least once or twice a year, we like to have an hour show. Like last year, we were at Camden Fringe, and then we went down to Clapham Fringe at Bread and Roses, and we try and put it all together in a whole.
But we do
big show.
Comedy nights. So like we mix in with a stand-up night. There's one in Liverpool Street that we do quite often, and then it's the first Wednesday of every month. So the next one will be January. So the first Wednesday in January, which is called Madam D's now, which is on Commercial. Is it Commercial Street? Yeah. That starts at 8 o'clock, and what they do is they give people sort of 10-15 minute slots. So we do a lot of our stock characters at those nights, and then we do open mic nights. Sort of thing. Yeah.
Anything else scheduled in for next year?
No, just more fringes. We're
hoping to do the Sketch Fest as well.
Yeah, we'll do Sketch Fest.
Sketch
we
Fest.
want to do more fringes. We want to go up to Edinburgh. We've been threatening to do it for like the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, we've both done it as actors in previous lifetimes. But definitely, I think that's something we should aim for.
That's the kind of thing you got to do that really in comedy.
I think, But so, even if it's not to take the whole hour show, you can just be in a night and just do like 10 or 15 minutes and slot in and
with other people's shows.
Yeah.
What about outside of the comedy duo? You obviously have separate lives. What happens there?
No, we're married.
Oh yeah.
No.
Well, that's news. Outside of this, I'm training to be a personal trainer so that I can.
Okay.
That's why she
be
looks so
self-employed.
hot. You look really good though.
And I got trim. I've trimmed up a
You've
bit.
trimmed. You've got all lean.
Thanks. That's embarrassing. So, no, that's what I'm training to do so that in order for me to be able to dedicate more time to our comedy stuff and
Excellent.
And you don't
be
have to do a
self-employed,
boring
don't have
day
to do my
job.
boring office job.
I teach. That's my day job. Drama, obviously, and Lambda, and just straight acting and directing as well. Jobs. So, but ultimately, we'd like to pay the rent.
By doing what we love.
Yeah.
That sounded really
so
swanky.
cheesy.
Right?
That was
so
swanky,
cheesy.
wasn't it?
Cheese
No,
Meister.
but I think ultimately we really I don't know. We're English. We don't like throwing bouquets at ourselves or anything. But I think our sketch comedy would translate very well for a show, a TV show.
Definitely. Yeah. It's very much
But
French and Saunders type, Victoria Wood type, heavy character. sort of comedy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is there anything maybe in the pipeline for that? Are you in contact with anybody that could potentially?
No, that's our next
No, that's our next
plan.
thing. We're going to have a meeting, aren't we, in the next couple of weeks and sort out where we're going, what we're doing next.
You know, what we could do is start off with the small and having a YouTube channel, those kind of things.
Yeah.
You know, and sort of do it like that from a kind of grassroots level. Keep inviting people down to
web
shows.
page put together.
Yeah. So we have our
your
Facebook
daughter.
page, and just keep, plodding away, don't you? Just keep chipping away.
We started this a few years ago, doing the sketch stuff, and then it's gone a little bit on the back burner with other acting, and but now we want to
Push
try
it
and
forward,
do as much as we can with it now, don't we?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And we got good reviews, didn't we? We got a really good review.
So we've not been reviewed for our comedy stuff before, so we managed to get.
Well, people don't really want to come down unless you're doing a long run of something.
Yeah, it was only like a 2-night.
Yeah.
Runs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2 venues.
And that they were the ones who referred to us as this French and Saunders.
Yeah. Which is nice. It was a really good review. There was good critical points in it too, wasn't there? Positive ones.
Yeah.
Because when we first wrote, because you're writing your own stuff, obviously it's quite scary. The first time we did it, I was really, really worried.
Yeah, because you just think, is anyone going to get this stuff?
Yeah. So we kind of showed it to a few people that we knew, and obviously friends and family can be biased, can't they? But we've got people who are as honest as they could be.
And I think, I know it's a cliche, but you just got to go with what you find funny and hope that other people do as well.
Yeah.
And also, I think we don't really care. Like, we care, but we don't, we don't really, we're not sort of going, and say this, and we shouldn't say that, and da-da-da. We just run with whatever.
Yeah, we don't try to be too safe.
We don't really sort of censor ourselves or anything. Yeah.
Even our review actually said that.
Yeah.
They act like they don't really care.
Yeah. But I think, I suppose another thing we have, I don't know if it's going for us or not, is that we're older. So a lot of people on the comedy circuit, and everyone coming up, they're really young. All the people, there's a lot of competitions. There's funny women. There's all the different things, but they're always for the 18 to 25 slot. And so we kind of.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Pay you later. But I think maybe just having that kind of maturity or confidence in that kind of way of just not caring.
Set us apart from there might not be a lot of that out there. Our sort of age group.
No, I don't. I don't think there are. Not working the circuit anyway. It is still quite a young person's game unless you're established, obviously.
And plus, a lot of people don't think women are funny as well. We find, and we've heard it said a lot. So,
do you find that's quite a difficult stereotype to overcome? I mean, I'll give you an example.
Yeah, to be honest, a little bit. Yeah.
I've seen, I've seen female stand-up acts, and without name dropping, some of them are, especially sex.
I know. It's
vagina,
periods.
Yeah, period jokes.
Oh, aren't I fat? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Do you find that's quite difficult to overcome?
Well, I think.
We don't go down that route at all,
well,
do
we don't really sort of, because it's character based what we do, and our stuff
but
is
even
quite
when we
ridiculous.
Talk politically, it's
and when
not,
we talk about politics
and things like that. It's more mainstream of what's going on. Day-to-day
in
stuff.
the world.
Yeah.
I think I found that a lot when I was working the circuit, and it still is like that. The thing is, there's less women, so it's more obvious and more prevalent that they're talking about women's issues, whereas there's loads of men and they can have a broader range of
I suppose it's an easy place to go, whereas if you ignore gender, then I mean, you wouldn't say that, for example, Victoria Wood was necessarily based on a gender. It's based on characters. It's based on people generally.
What she finds funny as opposed to what she thinks other people want to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what.
So, but
the argument is observational of just everyday people.
Definitely observational, and probably quite. I was gonna say it's British really as well, isn't it? It's quite.
Yeah, we do some American stuff.
Yeah, we
don't
do. We do quite a lot of American stuff.
Yeah.
Have you got any
We
American
do.
characters? In your set, or?
We have pastiches. We have these kind of QVC.
Wig women.
Right.
That sounds a bit weird, but the QVC TV channels where we sell wigs in our sketch.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah.
Yeah. And we have done a lot of other kind of, I suppose American, but I think the sense of humour thing is very kind of British, sort of standard, based on typical kind of British people, really, isn't it? And we tend to do a lot of class stuff. They're either really working class or quite posh, aren't they? We don't. We have to, maybe we need to explore the middle classes.
Well, no, we have done that. We've done that with other comedy stuff, haven't we? We've done a bit of middle class, Highgate mums.
Oh yeah, that's
that
true.
type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Children called quinoa and chia.
Candle.
Yeah, we've done a bit of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So, but back to the funny women thing. What we've noticed, it's been really nice. So, as we've kind of been building up a little bit of a reputation, getting more people in, it was actually someone who came to see us, and she said, what was really nice, because initially you do have that kind of feeling from guys. It's like, come on then, make us laugh. What was really nice was she looked around the audience and everyone was laughing. The men, not the men were laughing, not in that way, but they were just as much in hysterics as the women were. So we're not like, oh, this is just for women, about women, only women will find it funny. It's a kind of universal.
A lot of the guys like the
thing.
football sketch. My Now and Dad's a football sketch, because that's classic how some of them behave. So I've got friends, partners that have come and they're really into football, and they've said they love that particular. And I didn't think they'd kind of like our stuff, so that was a bit of a surprise,
I think
wasn't it?
and I sort of don't really think about that anymore.
Yeah, but we did a gig one Christmas, and that pub, do you remember? In Hertfordshire, which was very old school sort of pub. Very middle-aged men mostly frequent that pub, they were the hardest.
They were the hardest.
They were like, no,
like
women aren't funny. Arms crossed at the bar, carrying on with their conversations. That was really hard. That was hard going. And they even said women just aren't funny. So,
but they didn't even give us a chance. But then we did the Working Men's Club up in that one in Southgate, and we went down a storm, didn't we? They just absolutely loved it. So. But that's the thing with comedy, like anything live, anything theatre, you never know what the audience is going to be like. You can do the same material in the same way, and you never know.
And then the venue can affect it as well.
Yeah, where just the magic will happen. Yeah.
We haven't spoken about Johnny and Joni yet.
No.
Okay.
Johnny and Joni. Johnny and Joni.
Well, we're real old movie buff fans because we're so old school. And we love Betty Davis, don't we? And we anything we love, we like to kind of what we call an homage to it. I don't know if it is or not. So it's kind of a mashup of Betty Davis and Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah.
And they're just meeting on a stormy night. But
it's raining outside.
Yeah.
You've got the rain sound effects in the background, black and white, as you imagine. Type.
And
trench coat, trilby hat.
It was like, hello.
How did you get here?
Through the door like everybody else. It's that kind of thing. It's kind of old school and cheesy. But what we like to do, and we do it in a lot of our things, is we add in modern stuff. So then when they develop, we start putting in like BW or whatever.
WTF.
Like we put in. What are they called?
Modernisms, is it?
No, but what are those things called when letters stand for something? Are they acronyms?
Acronyms.
No, are they?
Acronym,
So we'll do something that's kind of really old and old-fashioned, but then we kind of tend to always inject something because we think it's funny.
How did you get here?
Through the door like everybody else. Everybody's gone to bed.
WTF, and so must I. It's disgracefully late.
Could you really go to bed?
It's raining pretty hard.
I got a pretty good bottle of rye in my pocket. TBH, I'd rather get wet in here.
Well, I couldn't say.
Couldn't or won't.
And it's just a bit obscure.
Yeah,
isn't
it is a bit obscure. Like,
Yeah, the bottom of the
OMG, that's you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in the middle of this kind of, like, you know.
Yeah.
So it's big movement. So Bette Davis does a Mae West. Mae
And
West
it's like
hair,
the hair
with a huge
stick,
wig.
yeah.
And when she turns around to greet you,
She'll
it's
just
all that.
spin off around the stage and stuff.
It's very
like that.
dramatic,
Yeah.
sort of movie spoof, isn't it?
Yeah.
Basically.
The other one you mentioned was Brief Encounter.
Yeah.
What's that about?
That's just a spoof of the movie Brief Encounter. Because Faye's really good do the voice. She's so good at it. Are you happy, darling? Can you do it?
Yeah, I couldn't possibly.
Yeah.
terribly like that.
Um,
So yeah, that's just basically Trevor Howard and
Celia Johnson. We
And-
have the music.
and it's a mash-up of them meeting and fall in love within seconds in our sketch.
Yeah.
And then we add in modernisms with Facebook and Twitter.
That was the first one we did. So that had that, yeah.
Yeah.
What do we say? I can't remember. Say some lines. What are they? What do you say?
I just can't put on the spot. We haven't done that one.
We
for
haven't done
ages.
that one for a while. But yeah, it's sort of frightfully, and yes.
It isn't all that really matters. Other things matter too. What about love and common decency? Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, are you all right?
Oh no, please. It's only something in my eye.
Please, let me have a look. I happen to be a doctor.
Oh, thank you.
Shall I see you again?
You know what's happened, don't you?
Yes, I've fallen in love with you. With your wide thighs, your ridiculously large eyes, and the way you smile and laugh at all my jokes.
No, please. We mustn't behave like this. We neither of us are free to love each other. There's too much in the way. The shame of the whole thing, the guiltiness, the fear.
Would you really say goodbye? Never see me again? I love you, Laura, and I shall love you always to the end of my life. Forgive me.
Forgive you for what?
For poking you.
Poking me?
Yes, on Facebook.
Yes. I'll forgive you if you'll forgive me.
I know this is the beginning of the end.
Oh no. I'm not on Facebook anymore. I disabled my account. Ex-boyfriends kept poking me, liking my statuses and photos. I couldn't bear it. I couldn't take it. Newsfeed after newsfeed after newsfeed after newsfeed.
Laura!
I'm on Twitter.
And I'll tweet you and retweet all your tweets and make you my favourite and heart all your pictographs on Instagram.
We'll always have Paris.
Yes. Wrong movie!
Oh, shit. We'll always be virtual, 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 virtual.
I think what we tend to do is we just like rip the shit out of everything we love.
Yeah, including each other.
We have antiques. We probably shouldn't call it Antiques Roadshow because it's probably
No,
copyright
it's
or something.
the historians.
But it's
historians
the
sketch.
historians, but people say it as Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah, it's like
And these
that.
are really, really wonderful cats. Oh, look at that! Look! It's sublime. Look at the craftsmanship on that. Yeah.
We take objects and we examine them, don't
Look
we?
at it. And look at this.
Look at that, exquisite.
Look how the flame is just burning.
Yes, and the way it sits in the holder.
You know what? It reminds me of Christmas Advent. Looking
Yes.
forward to the birth of Jesus.
Yes, that's right,
Wonderful,
yes.
wonderful. The light in the window,
Yes.
Diwali, Hanukkah, all of it, all rolled into one.
Look how
yes.
the wax melts in
Oh,
there. Isn't that
gorgeous.
fascinating?
It's
Fascinating.
divine, divine.
Yes, yes.
So was it?
Sounds like our own little private show. I like that. That was really good.
They're the historians.
And
we just,
Wow.
Yeah.
Paula's character has a monocle, a bit like Patrick.
Patrick Moore. wasn't
Patrick
it?
Moore.
Yeah.
And I've got these ridiculously big glasses, and it's just like the classic Radio 4 type.
They always tend to have a slightly,
Lift
speech
or something
impediment.
like that. Every single one of them. Every single one.
It's a prerequisite, I think. A speech impediment.
Fantastic. So, do you guys want to plug your social media stuff? Twitter, Facebook?
Oh yeah, you know the handles, don't you?
Well, all of our handles on everything are Barber and Benson.
Yeah.
All one word, capital A in the middle. And we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. What else? Don't forget to hashtag Twitter Facebook us.
That's what we say at the end.
That's what we say at the end of Julie and Sandra.
It's a TV show.
Yeah.
That sketch is actually
Get
a TV
on that.
show.
Get on that Instagram.
And don't forget to hashtag
Twitter Facebook us.
TTFN.
TTFN. I think that's all the platforms we're on currently.
We're currently putting a website together, aren't we?
Yeah, and we have email barberandbenson@gmail.com. That's about it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to give out your personal number, or
Should I?
Yes, I think so.
Do you think
You're
it
looking
would-
for someone?
Home address, account details, date of birth.
Yeah, all
All
right.
that will take
Okay, yeah. Do you think I'll finally get a date?
I don't know.
Oh, shame, isn't it? Do you think that Bradley Walsh will finally go out with me?
Oh, from the chairs.
Oh, he's
I love that
lovely,
Bradley
isn't
Walsh,
it?
don't
Oh,
we?
them sparkly
yeah.
twinky eyes. Laugh you right into bed, won't he?
Oh, I would.
Yeah, sudden softy.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that was Julie and Sandra. That wasn't us. That wasn't us.
That's Julie and Sandra.
That was us being swanky actors.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
swanky.
It's quite
Yeah.
sad, isn't it, going into that? Going into that
I
sort of
know.
thing. Anyway, yeah. Right.
Anything else? Do you want to know how to get back to the station?
Was that a joke that went straight over my head?
It wasn't.
I was
funny,
being a
no.
helpful Londoner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a rare thing.
Character.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Helpful Londoner. Yeah, darling, I'll get you that for you. It can be like my little Oxford Circus mice.
Yeah.
Helpful Londoners.
We'll see. Anyway.
Well, heard it here first.
I think you heard it here first. Cracking. Well, like I say, I'm all done.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
No, thank you so much for coming down.
MTFBWY. Come way to force with you.
And also with you.
Slow curtain. The end.
Dear. So anyway, so that was Barber and Benson,
Very funny guy.
and
girls.
we'll put up links on the description so you can find them and hopefully go and see Barber and Benson in action.
Yarp. Go and see them if you can. They are really funny.
Hey,
Hey.
it's feedback time.
And there was much rejoicing.
Oh dear, you're saying that to everything today?
Yes.
Good. And there was much rejoicing.
Well, I figured, certainly for the feedback segment,
Okay.
I could just say there was much rejoicing.
Yeah, feedback
So.
time. Obviously, we've been getting lots of likes and retweets, and this is great. And we're getting the show shared, which is great. Not necessarily easy to say. You can get that one wrong. Oh, we've had a couple of Twitter messages. We've had.
Have we?
We have indeed. We've had Baz and Guitar.
Baz and guitar. Baz and guitar. Baz and guitar.
Baz and guitar. Baz and guitar. It's Baz and his guitar. Baz and guitar.
Baz and guitar. Baz and guitar. Baz and guitar. Baz and guitar. Baz and guitar. That's top three. You like that?
Yeah. At Baz and Guitar says nice.
Nice.
Nice. Smiley face.
Smiley face.
Yeah. We've also had a shout out to, I quote, legends from Little Brother Eli.
Oh, thanks, guys.
And they're at Little Brother Eli.
Little bro Eli.
Little Bro Eli, that's it, on Twitter. Excellent. Well, thanks for that, and keep it coming.
Thank you, yeah. And keep the likes and subscribes flowing in, and lots of feedback flowing in. We do like it, honestly. And we'll give you all the details at the end of the show.
Don't forget to subscribe, to review, to share with friends, relatives, cats and dogs. We've got that again. You're going to mention that again, aren't you?
Absolutely, yeah. Like right now.
Like right now.
Give me Facebook pages for animals. Just tell me where they are. If you have one, I want to know about it. The cucumber thing doesn't seem to work.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So there was this video. I'm glad that made you laugh. That was that could have been tragic otherwise. So there was this video that got going around of cats, like quite nonchalant eating their food or drinking their drink or whatever, and their owners would put a cucumber behind them, and when the cats turned around, they would be terrified by this cucumber and would jump out of their skin. Now, I know a couple of people that have tried this with their own cats, and it doesn't work. So, dear listeners, if you've tried it and it works, please send me the video. I'll be much entertained.
Excellent. Right.
Have you never seen the cats and cucumbers?
I've never seen cats and cucumbers.
Oh, it is quite amusing. You'll have to go away and watch it when we're done here.
Yes, okay. Moving on.
Moving on.
And playing us out, it's Tokyo Tea Room with Like a Drug.
Can you fix me up?
And that was episode number 8 of The Tuesday Show.
As always, you can catch us on Twitter at Tuesday_podcast, on Facebook at The Tuesday Show Podcast, and on Instagram at The Tuesday Show. You can catch Ted James on all 3 at Ted James Media, and myself on all 3 at CJ Brooks FM. And that's it. He's Ted James. I'm CJ Brooks. Thanks for listening.
Until next week, goodbye.
Bye. Anything interesting from your end?
Nope.